welcome back to another video. So in today's video, as you guys can see by the title, we're going to be playing with the new GLAMLITE and Mikayla collection. I'm super excited for today's video. This is the look that I created. I was lucky enough to receive the entire collection in PR. This is the PR box right here. So thank you so much to GLAMLITE for this PR package. I was so over the moon excited when this came in the mail. I couldn't believe it. I was going to purchase it anyway, but I'm so happy that they sent it over. So thank you so much to GLAMLITE. So when you open up the PR box, this is what it looks like right here. Mikayla looks absolutely gorgeous. And you guys, this box is massive and the collection is right inside. So in this collection, you got an eyeshadow palette, 2 lashes, 3 glosses, and a highlighter. So a full-blown collection, you guys. It's so pretty. I do just want to quickly show you guys the eyeshadow palette so you can see it for yourself. I was so excited for this collection when I seen it. I absolutely love Mikayla. I did start following her from TikTok, of course, and I'm just so happy for her. It's such an amazing moment for her, and I honestly feel like she killed the packaging. So super beautiful packaging. Of course, I'll show you guys up close in the video, but when you go ahead and open the eyeshadow palette, this is what it looks like. Now, palette is beautiful. This is the look I created. You guys, I had so much trouble with this palette. I don't know what it is. GLAMLITE's formula is one of my favorite formulas. I have almost all of their eyeshadow palettes and never had an issue, but with this one, for some reason, my eyeshadow was getting so patchy. I did 2 different looks before I got to the look that I'm at right now. I'm not sure exactly what's happening. I didn't use anything different. I used my regular P. Louise base. So I am going to sit down and do another look using this palette. But this is the look I created. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty. It's colorful. You guys know I always try to use as many shades in the palette as I possibly can. But you guys will see exactly where I had my struggles once we jump into the actual eye portion of me showing you how I created the look itself. So besides using the GLAMLITE and Mikayla collection, I wanted to use a ton of new makeup in today's video as well. So we're using the new Artist Couture Prep and Glow Blurring Perfection Primer. Also did use the new Uma Beauty Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation. I recently picked this up at Walmart. I wanted to give it a shot. It is a little bit light, so I did mix it with the LYS Beauty Serum Foundation. All this stuff I've recently gotten, you guys know, so I tried that as well. I also did give a try to the new Juvia's Place Bronze Duos, and this was really nice. This is actually the medium one, and of course you guys are going to see it in today's video. I also dipped into the new e.l.f. Putty Bronzers, which is super exciting, so we're going to use those. So a ton of new stuff in today's video. I hope you guys are excited. So before we jump into today's video, please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel in case you guys have not already. And of course, without further ado, if you guys would like to see how I created this makeup look right here using the new GLAMLITE and Mikayla collection, then just keep on watching. So let's get into the video. Look at this PR box. It's freaking massive. It's such a beautiful collection. Mikayla looks absolutely stunning. So like I said, you get the eyeshadow palette, glosses, lashes, and a highlighter. So here's what the palette looks like right here. It's really beautiful. And of course, it has that little touch of GLAMLITE. If you guys have purchased from GLAMLITE before, then you know that their palettes always have like some kind of cool effect to them. Either it's 3D or they have like the ice cream palette that has like sprinkles. Super duper cute. So here's what the palette looks like. So beautiful. The colors in here are so unique. So the first shade that I'm going to be using in the palette is called Mass Hole, and I'm going to be using this in the crease, and I'm going to pack it super into the socket of my eye and make sure that I completely build it up until it's nice and intense. And as you guys can see, I'm pulling this color all the way through my crease. The next shade I'm going to be using is the shade called Rhodi, I believe is how you pronounce it. It's like a lighter blue color. You guys, I'm so terrible at pronouncing names. We already know this, so please don't come for me if I say one of these wrong. But I'm going to be using this lighter blue to go ahead and blend out the edges of that darker blue. You guys know I like to work from darkest to lightest. And then the next shade I'm going to go into is the shade called The Best Color. Now this color is probably one of my favorite colors I used in the palette. It's so beautiful, and it's very hard to get a mint shade to be pigmented, and this one was very nice and pigmented, so definitely love this shade. Then I went back in with that darker blue just just to re-intensify everything because it kind of got lost. So the next shade I'm going to be using in the palette is the purple shade called Pot 2. You guys, I'm super excited. Like, I feel like Mikayla is known for saying that, and like I can't even say it how she says it. Like, she definitely has an accent, which is so cute. But yeah, I'm going to be using that purple, and as you guys can see, I'm putting it on the outer part of the eye, and I'm going over that blue because I wanted that blue undertone inside the purple. So the next shade I'm going to be using is the shade Iconic, a beautiful pink, so vibrant, blended so well. I was obsessed. So I went ahead and put that on the outer part of the eye as well. And then I just went back and forth and just intensified everything. So I would go in with the pink, then I'd go in with purple. You know, you guys see me do this all the time, just with different colors. So basically all this does is it kind of just creates a really nice blend when you go back and forth between each color. So now that I was pretty happy with the colors, I'm going to go ahead and clean up my eyelid. Then I decided to cut my crease off camera to just save us some time. Now this is where I started to struggle, and every single look that I did with this palette, it was at this point that it got patchy. As you guys can see, you guys could definitely see that on camera. It was like the color just wasn't sticking to the edge of that base. I don't know what it was, but girl, when in doubt, add some shimmer. So I went ahead and popped some shimmer onto my lid. You guys, this shimmer was so freaking beautiful, so reflective. The shimmers really stand out in this eyeshadow palette. They're really beautiful. And then I just went ahead and added some more color, and I was just trying to make it work at this point. So for the lashes, I'm going in with her lashes in the style Code Orange. They were very pretty, and they're very, very flexible, so they were very easy to apply to the lid, and I really did enjoy them. I think they're stunning. So this is the eye look. Let's go ahead and move on to the face makeup. So for today, I wanted to use some new products. So we're going to be using this from Artist Couture. This is the new Artist Couture. I believe it's called the Prep and Glow Primer. So it's supposed to give you a really nice radiance, something very similar to the Laura Mercier one that I've been loving, the illuminating one. And this was really nice. It also has a citrusy scent, which I love, and I love the gold detailing on the packaging. I actually really did like this, and I feel like I would even wear it on its own to give my skin a nice glow. So for foundation, I wanted to try this new one from Uma Beauty. This one you can actually get at Walmart. I'm going to leave the name and everything down below, all the shades and everything like that. But you guys, it was hella light, okay? But I did go to Walmart and go pick up a darker shade. So I mixed it in with this LYS Beauty foundation that I got at Sephora. I've been wanting to try it. Now was the perfect time because you guys are going to see right now. Look at the shade difference. I was not going to be able to make that Uma Beauty foundation work. It was way too light. And then today I actually decided to blend out my foundation with a sponge. I haven't used a sponge in a while. I've been using a brush because I'm obsessed with the e.l.f. Duo brush. It's amazing. But today I was like, you know what? Let's use a sponge. Let's keep this simple. And like I told you guys, this was my third eye look I was doing today. So I was kind of over it, and I just wanted to get the face makeup done. So I went ahead and blended in the foundation. You guys, this combo was really nice. It looked really smooth on the skin, had a lot of coverage. I couldn't tell if it was really the Uma one or if it was the LYS because I mixed them, but I'll have to use them separately to see if I like them, if I like them both, if I like one over the other. So moving on to cream bronzer, I wanted to show you guys the new e.l.f. Putty bronzers. You guys know I had to bring you some swatches. So here's what the packaging looks like. They're very tiny. They're the size of their putty blushes, which I don't enjoy. I wish they were the size of the putty primers, but whatever. So this first shade here is the shade Honey Drip. This is the lightest shade. Then I have this shade here. This is Tan Lines. This is the second to lightest shade that I got. And then I also got the shade Honey Drip, which is this color right here. This is the deepest out of the three that I purchased. So out of all three, the shade Tan Lines looked like it would match me the best, and it'll give me that bronze without looking orange. Here are some swatches of all three shades. As you guys can see, that Honey Drip shade is pretty deep, so I went in with that middle one. So I did go in with my Fenty Beauty 125 face brush. This was so nice. Okay, we're talking about a $6 cream bronzer here. It blended like a dream. If you guys have been thinking about picking it up, definitely pick it up. I believe you can get it on e.l.f.'s website, and you can even get it on Ulta's website. So girl, go get you an e.l.f. Putty bronzer. Moving on to concealer, I wanted to use the Morphe Hide and Peak Concealer. Never tried this before. As you guys can see, it's in the packaging. This was way too natural for this look, and I should have known that because you guys, if you're not familiar, Morphe 2 is more of like that natural enhance your look kind of makeup line. It's more for like the Gen Zs. So I don't know, girl. This was just kind of just like not my thing. I feel like this is cute for like a no makeup kind of day, but that's not what I was going for this look. So I did end up just adding a little bit of my Derma Blend Cover Care Concealer. By the way, that concealer was on sale at Ulta recently. So if you guys have been wanting to try it, definitely check if it's still on sale because it's really nice. So that's the coverage of the Morphe concealer. It wasn't terrible, but I needed more coverage, especially for this eye look. I knew it was going to be a full glam, so this is where I'm adding that Derma Blend concealer just to kind of just intensify the pigments and give me some more coverage. And as you guys can see, I used very little of that Derma Blend concealer because it's very, very pigmented. So moving on, I didn't use anything new. Right here, I'm just setting underneath my eyes with the Dragon Beauty translucent powder in Invisible, just to go ahead and set my under eyes. I didn't have a new powder to try, so I went in with one that I know that I love, I know I trust, and I know that if anything went wrong at this point, it was that Morphe concealer, because these are products that I use all the time. To set the rest of my face, I also did not have a new powder, so I went in with the Costa's Cloud Set Powder in the shade Feathery. Really nice powder. It's a really light, just powder that's just gonna set your foundation. Doesn't give you any coverage. It's not dewy. It's not anything like that. It's just something to set everything down in place. And I actually have really been enjoying it. I've been using it quite a bit. It looks like I haven't used it at all. And girl, I don't mind because the price is expensive. Moving on to bronzer, I'm going to be using the new Juvia's Place Bronzing Duo. This one right here is in the shade Medium. Super nice packaging. I mean, Juvia's Place always kills it with the packaging. They're such a beautiful brand. And it comes with two different bronzer shades, a lighter one and a darker one. And it blended like a dream. It blended really beautifully. The medium shade was perfect for me, and I really did enjoy this. This is definitely going to be a go-to. Very pretty. And then I also wanted to try out the new Jacqueline Hill Rouge Romance Blush Palette. So hyped for this, you guys. Okay, this is probably my favorite launch that she's done so far. Girl, look at this blush palette. Tell me that it's not like screaming at you. It's so beautiful and very pigmented. I kind of went a little overboard, but I ended up going back in with a little bit more face powder just to calm it down a bit. So moving on to highlight, I wanted to use the Mikayla highlighter, of course. I will tell you guys, this highlighter is a icy white highlight. I'm not even that tan, and to be honest, I had like a little streak of highlighter on my cheek, so I had to go back in with a little bit of blush to kind of blend it a bit. So this is not my personal favorite shade of highlight. I wish he would have gave us two, like a more golden one and then this one, but I mean, it is what it is. So that's what I used for highlighter. And then for the lower lash line, I kept it super simple and easy. I went back in with that darker purple. I went ahead and packed it on the lower lash line. I then blended it out with a fluffy brush, and then I wanted to add one more shade, so I went in with the yellow shade, which is called Handy, and I went ahead and popped that right in the inner part of the eye. I felt like it was a color missing. This one was perfect. Purple and yellow, they kind of just go together hand in hand, so I felt like that was the perfect shade to put there. And then for my waterline, I went in with the LA Girl Neon Shockwave liner in the shade Fresh. It's a beautiful mint blue liner, and it was honestly perfect. I feel like this liner really took the look to the next level, especially because, like, girl, this look was a little bit of a struggle with all that blending and then with it getting patchy, so this really did bring the look together for me. And then I went back in with the highlighter, and I used that in my inner corner. You guys, this highlight in the inner corner though, so beautiful. It's so reflective, and that basically completed the eye look. So I went in with some lower lash mascara. This is the L'Oreal Air Volume. I've been talking about this in every single video. It's such a good mascara. It comes in original and waterproof as well. And then moving on to the lips, I'm excited for the lips. So I did my usual lip combo. So let's talk about these glosses from the Mikayla collection. Okay, so here's what the glosses look like, you guys. They don't have stickers with names on them. So there's one gloss, which is this one right here, that has like a pearly white reflect to it. Then this one has more of a gold bronzy reflect to it. And then she brought us a super like more pigmented gloss, which is this one right here. And this color is really beautiful. This is definitely my favorite one out of the collection. So of course I had to go in with that one. And the formula is really nice. It's not too thick and goopy, and it's also not sticky, which I personally enjoy. And that's basically it. I went ahead and popped on the lip, and that completes this look using the new Mikayla collection and a ton of new goodies. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about this look. Thank you for all the love on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.